Last week's episode, I discussed with you on how to be growth conscious rather than being goal conscious in 2022. In this episode, I'm going to be discussing how to map out your growth plan, your personal development plan for the year 2022. If you're interested in it, then keep on watching. When you're growth conscious, even when you do not achieve your desired end, you know that growth has taken place and that is irreplaceable. And that is why I've come up with this simple worksheet that you can use to track down, write down, and plan out your growth for 2022. You would see a worksheet pop up on your screen. If you want to download it, you can click on the link in my description box below to download it for free. But before you start designing your growth plan, the first thing I want to ask you is, what areas do you want to grow in 2022? The first thing is to list out your personal growth blueprint. That is the main core area. I just use the same words, like the core areas you want to see yourself grow in this year. The next thing I will say is assign a month to each of them. Looking at them, they look overwhelming. Believe you me, I have like about 15 things I want to learn this year. I want to areas of my life I want to grow in. I want to write better. I want to develop great negotiation skill. I want to develop great storytelling skills and several other things. So looking at those blueprints, they look overwhelming. I'm like, where do I even begin? Like, where? So the first thing you have to do is take a step back and assign each month. Like, assign each goal, each plan to each month. Say, this in May, I want to develop my negotiation skill. In April, I want to develop my marketing skill. In June, I want to develop my communication skill. In July, I want to develop this and this. After assigning each month to each growth plan, that becomes easier for you to tackle. So in that month, what you will do is concentrate only on your growth plan for that month. And this is the solution behind you buying several courses that you never finished, because you bought a lot of courses. You bought this course, bought this book, bought this, that, and you did it halfway. You never got through to it because you're trying to take in so much information at the same time. It doesn't work that way. So that month that you've allocated to learning how to manage your business, maybe the financial part of your business, you do not take on any course, you do not read any book, you do not even glance at anything on marketing. You concentrate on it and you perfect it. The next step is research resources that you need to focus on that month. The last part would be set a plan in motion to continually learn or practice that thing you've learned. Looking at the worksheet displayed on the screen right now, you see I wrote personal development plan and I have 3 columns. First one being target. That is the main goal I want to achieve, the main development or growth plan I have for myself, the blueprint, the month, resources, and plan. So I'm using my storytelling skill as example. So I'm going to allocate April to it. What are the resources I'm going to use? Number 1, attend a class on storytelling. So right now what I'm going to do is research classes on storytelling. There are several platforms I can take class on. Skillshare, I will list them on the screen where you can enroll for classes. There are several free classes I can take on this storytelling skills, and even for whatever growth plan you have for yourself, you can check them out on these websites. The second resources I'm going to be using is reading book. So I will look for a book on storytelling. I would read the review and know the appropriate book I need to read for it. So I'm going to read at least 2 books on storytelling, and the third one, watch TED Talks. I personally think watching TED Talks, watching people articulate their thoughts, speak fluently, would also help my storytelling skills, would help me in learning how to speak better and fluently. What are my plans? My plan is to practice everything I have learned regularly. So I would put it into my schedule, how to practice it regularly. Let's go through another example. Develop emotional intelligence. Let me say one of my growth plan for this year is to develop emotional intelligence, and I'm allocating March to that. So throughout March, everything I'm going to be reading and studying will be centered on emotional intelligence. What are the resources I'm going to use? Read Working with Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. I've gone through that book. I even have a copy. It's a very good book on emotional intelligence. I can also read articles, write out names of articles I'm going to read on emotional intelligence. Probably watch a video, 1 or 2 videos on emotional intelligence. What are my plans? Number 1, do regular examinations and constantly grow on it, so that what I've learned in March, by the time I'm learning another thing in April, I do not forget it. I continually practice it till it becomes an habit, till it sticks, basically. It's that simple. That is the simple way to draw out your personal development plan, or let me say growth plan for 2022. Share with me in the comment section, if you do not mind, your growth plan for this year. What are the things you want to achieve? You don't know, someone might read it and help you in achieving it, link you to 1 or 2 groups they know, 1 or 2 persons they know, or even 1 or 2 articles or books they know about it. So please share with us in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. If you love this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like it, share with your friends, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.